Yeah, what's going on, bitches? So let's talk about Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I promise that I have not pirated this film at all, and I have watched it at the cinema like every other person. Yeah, of course I have. So disclaimer, if you're a Star Wars fanboy, I wouldn't listen to this because I'm going to rip it to pieces, and if you haven't seen it, there's going to be spoilers. So it ain't really going to be a proper review. I'm just going to go over the shit that I thought was bad in chronological order. It's Christmas Day. So I ain't going to edit this down on that, it's just going to be me talking. So some say it's like an SJW utopia. It is if you're looking for it. If you're not looking for it, then it passes as a good film. But it is heavy on the mansplaining, the toxic masculinity, and women being in charge of everything. The First Order is full of men. All straight white males are bad. Which is, it's ironic that women are in charge of the resistance and they've literally driven it to extinction. There's no gumption with them. Also, it's kind of ironic that this SJW utopia shit only works in science fiction. Yeah, we'll let them have their fun. There's a lot of diversity hires. You know, they're only there because of the colour of their skin, which is shit. So at the start, the rebellion's running away yet again. The film starts directly after The Force Awakens. So they've just destroyed a Starkiller base, and I guess the First Order's onto them, and it wants to get a bit of retaliation. So they're attacked. The First Order brings in this fucking massive ship called a Dreadnought, with cannons that destroy bases specifically. Poe Dameron's tasked with upsetting it, I think. And there's a bit of shitty Marvel comedy. Where he pretends he can't hear the transmission with the First Order General. Very cheesy, it's not very Star Wars-like, but it's pretty fucking funny actually. So Poe Dameron's there, taking on this Dreadnought. The rebellion's fleeing, and then Poe Dameron's like, no, I'm going to disobey Leia's orders, completely out of character, and we're going to take out this Dreadnought. Leia, being the super strong fucking woman she is, caves to the man, and they attack with everything they got. You know, they deploy the fucking slowest bombers in the history of the fucking rebellion, and they literally look like they're not moving, and somehow they have bombs that work via gravity. Now, I'm not sure if they're saying that the Dreadnought's so big it's got its own gravity or what, but they're just basically B-52s, which is very interesting. And again, it's not really explained. There's certain rules that we need to sort of live by. I know it's science fiction, but come on. But as they're going in to bomb the Dreadnought, one of them explodes, it takes out the other fucking 5, and then there's only one left, you know, dun dun dun, cliffhanger, will they do it? And then the sister of one of the diversity hires, half her crew dies, and then she's got to find the remote control for the bomb bay doors, and oh no, it's 700 feet up on a fucking gantry. And then I think it's meant to represent that she fucking sees the Force and uses the Force to kick the ladder. It's very cheesy. And then yeah, she drops all the bombs, but then she dies. So yeah, they destroy the Dreadnought, and then they all run off. And then the rebellion, one cruiser and a couple of frigates, are running away, and now the First Order can track them through light speed. First time that's ever happened in Star Wars, but that's okay. You know, they don't explain it at all, but fuck it, you know. They wouldn't have a film if it wasn't for that, because technically this whole film's just a high-speed chase. Well, not really a high-speed chase. Even though we're told that the rebellion ships are lighter and faster, they can't pull away, and they're just stuck at max range of the Star Destroyers. So that's interesting. You know, slight little things here and there that don't really fit together, in my opinion. I mean, if they did pull away, then there wouldn't be much of a film, would there? Which is interesting. There's a lot of things that just happen just because of the film script. You know, it's not really consistent with the universe. And we still don't know who the First Order are or how they came to be. I'm guessing that it's just like the Empire. I mean, the writing is very similar to the first 3 films. So the first 3, I mean 4, 5 and 6. These are obviously after that. They can't seem to come up with a different story. It seems the story is the enemies have something really big that needs to be blown up. The rebellion runs away and somehow, at the odds of 1,000,000 to 1, destroy the big thing. That's pretty much it. In The Force Awakens, it was Starkiller Base. Still don't know how they managed to build an entire fucking planet-sized space station, though. Very interesting. And then there was, in this, it's Snoke's ship, which is fucking huge. All of this technology, and they can't catch up with a couple of frigates and a cruiser. They must stay at max range and just, you know, their laser cannons are completely ineffective at that range, which is interesting. But while all this is going on, you know, we saw at the end of the last film that Rey was going onto this island to meet Luke Skywalker, the epic Jedi Master. Yeah, they've completely butchered his character. He's nothing like he was beforehand. He's turned into a complete pussy. He's on the island. He's only there to die. He's like living like a hermit, drinking like yellow cow's milk. He's denounced the religion of the Jedi. They call it a a religion now. I think he's also converted to Islam, but that's just reading between the lines. You know what I mean? She's there to train to be a Jedi or something. I don't actually know why she's there. I think she's just there because it's Luke Skywalker and she thinks she can get him to help defeat the First Order. But he's like, listen, bitch, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm like one man. I'll take out all these ships? I don't know. But yeah, I'll get more into what she's there for in a bit, but it's just a bit stupid. You know, in the original films, Luke was with Yoda for weeks and he still weren't really ready. Throughout the films, he was never really a master. Rey picks this shit up on her own. Luke ain't even taught a knack. How was she able to fucking defeat Kylo in the first film? It don't make no sense. She's suddenly, oh, I can use the Force now. Fucking Jedi Master! No, it just doesn't make sense. Crazy. So she's there. Luke actually in the beginning doesn't agree to train her and she starts training herself. So yeah, proper Mary Sue actually. It's crazy. Female character is better than any man would ever be. Epic feminist. Do me a favour though and Google pictures of the actress that plays Rey. She's done some nice photos. Just for the men out there, you know what I mean? But while this high speed, pointless, fucking weird max range chase is going on, it's like a slow burn. Who can run out of fuel first and shit, you know? They do get attacked by the First Order though, and Kylo attacks his mum's ship. Leia then gets sucked out into space, and you think, oh yeah, okay, that's where she dies, because obviously she dies in real life, don't she? No, she somehow wakes up in the darkness of space, you know, that would sort of make your blood vessels explode. She's okay though, and she pulls herself back into the fucking control room and somehow then opens the door into the undamaged section without anyone getting sucked out into space. It's very strange, but she's okay. She then goes into a coma for like 6 hours, but it's okay, you know. Creative, what is it, artistic license. Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. While all this is happening, Rose and Finn's become really emasculated now. He's like his diversity hire partner, Rose, is the sister of the bomb pilot that kicked the ladder in the start. She's like, oh, my sister died and you're trying to escape. And then they're like, no, we need a plan. So then they go and they have to try and find a code breaker from a planet that is thriving off of the constant wars. And they're basically there to criticize capitalism, and I think there's a hint of slavery there as well. So yeah, the social justice is high with these two. You know, they're just running around criticizing the white man. Like, fuck, capitalism bad, making all this money, it's bad, someone's suffering, it's bad. And they do this for like an hour and a half. It's really actually really quite boring. They do a casino scene when they try and mimic that. And they try and mimic that and do their own version, but it's shit. So then they find this code breaker. He's played by some Mexican guy, you'd know him if you saw him. They make it back, and then he double crosses them and ends up with them taking out half of the rebellion. So, great plan, you know, what a waste of an hour and a half. It's as if the high-speed chase, not so much high-speed chase, couldn't take up the 2.5 hours. It's a really long film. You know, I think we've found, like, the missing half an hour of the Justice League here. It's a little bit too long. You know, effectively that's all it is. It's a high-speed chase. Rebellion runs away, gets stuck in a mine. That's the story, pretty much. But layered on top of it is also this Snoke's guy, who is like this big bad, super fucking powerful, epic powerful monster. I can destroy everyone with the power of my mind. So fucking powerful. Does things with a Force in this movie you've never seen before in your life. You know, Rey pulls his lightsaber, it flies towards Rey like she did in the first film. Then he makes it, without even moving his hands, makes it fly around her head and hit her in the back of the head. He's just like, yeah, I'm a boss, man. And throughout the films, Rey and Kylo are like connected, and he's a bit contradicted. He's a contradicted. He thinks he's turning good and shit. That's actually Snoke's in their mind. That's him doing all of it. He's so fucking powerful. He's just like doing his thing. They don't even know that it's him. He's so powerful. And then what makes that stupid is at the end, basically he dies, yeah? So spoiler alert, you know, he gets fucking cut in half. He's talking to Kylo and Rey. Rey is about to be killed by Kylo, or that's what Snoke thinks. Snoke has Anakin's lightsaber by the side of him. And while saying to Kylo, I'm in your brain. I can see what you're doing. He doesn't notice that Kylo's turning the lightsaber to the side of him so that it cuts him in half. It makes no sense. And even the fucking angle of where it is, even without the fucking Force, he'd have seen him turning the lightsaber. He'd be like, yo, Kylo, bro. Kylo, what you doing here? What you doing here, man? Stop doing what you're doing. Kylo, naughty step now, Kylo. It makes no sense. This super epic, uber powerful being, he just couldn't be killed like that. Oh, and this all takes place in the Red Room. The Red Room of Doom. Whoever designed this fucking set, Jesus Christ, I think they're colourblind. It really hurts your fucking eyes to look at it. You know, you think Mariah Carey's gonna come down the steps at any point and burst into the fucking song. And then Snoke's is in this really weird gold robe. And he's not some big powerful dude here, he's just an old fucking man, isn't he? You know, played by Andy Serkis as well, I didn't know that. You don't notice. But you need to be squinting constantly because it's fucking burning your fucking eyeballs looking at this shit. But yeah, once he kills Snoke's, then it's all of Snoke's guards are like, whoa man, what the fuck just happened, man? Just killed my buzz, man. I'm not sure why they would then attack. I'm not sure if they're Jedi or what they are, but these red guards, they don't have lightsabers either, so it can't really be called a lightsaber battle. This is like the second film now where we ain't had a proper lightsaber fucking battle. You know, you can say a lot about episodes 1, 2 and 3, but in them the lightsaber battles were at least good. And the lightsaber battle with Darth Maul was fucking excellent. In here it's a bit slow, you know, it's all clunky. It's as if they don't really know what they're doing with a lightsaber. There's none of this fast artistic whipping around. It's alright though, you know. But they don't have lightsabers, they have like these weird fucking light sword thingies that turn into whips. It's a bit weird. And obviously Rey, who's had zero training, who's been trained for like 3 hours by herself against the statue thingy, and can somehow take on all of these super powerful, epic, I don't know, what are they, Sith guards? I don't know what they are. It's never explained who they are, really. Don't even know who Snoke's is, really. It's a bad guy and they've got bad guards, that's about it. So yeah, they'll fight. That's alright, it's fucking looks good, doesn't it? About it. Nah, Rey thinks that Kylo's turning good by doing this, but he's not. Kylo's just like, fuck it, I want to be the master of fucking everything, bitch. But I think at some point Kylo is going to turn good, you can just see that coming straight away. And it turns out that we find who Rey's parents are. It's again, the writers are trying to make, you know, Jedi... They're trying to take that superiority away from the Jedi. Like, you must be born into the Jedi family. No. Rey is apparently the daughter of 2 drunk people. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? After all the controversy online saying, oh, who is it? Who'd be like the daughter of Obi-Wan or something? Nah, 2 drunk motherfuckers. Crazy. Oh god. And then Rose and Finn, due to them getting half the rebellion killed, Vice Admiral Holdo, who's like the antithetical fucking SJW with the fucking pink hair, doesn't say anything. She's got a real problem with men. She takes Poe Dameron down a peg or two. Doesn't tell him about any of the plan. So when the plan goes tits up, she's like, oopsie, sorry about that. I didn't tell anyone we were doing this, but it's all gone fucked. Just got half the rebellion killed, fuck it. I didn't tell the men, I am superior. But yeah, she stays behind. Somehow, her cruiser cannot go into autopilot. She has to stay behind with the ship. And she must lead them away. I'm pretty fucking sure they had autopilot, mate. But yeah, because she's on that cruiser then, the fucking transporter's going to the little alien planet that she planned for but didn't tell anyone. They're getting blown up because Rose and Finn have got the code breaker and he fucking chats shit to the First Order. It's all very complicated. And then Vice Admiral Holdo! It's like the Game of Thrones Holdo, innit? Holdo! She then turns around and just out of nowhere decides, oh, you know what? We've had like 27 Star Wars, and I'm going to be the first one to ever think about light speeding through an enemy ship. You know, all this big stuff the First Order keeps making. What's going to happen if I light speed something through it? And then that raises the question, why didn't no one do that with a Death Star? Or, knowing how powerful light speed drives were, why didn't they just make a load of like metal cubes in space and attach fucking light speed engines to them? And just take them around with them. Whenever they got attacked by these big fucking Star Destroyers, go, oops, let's just target our metal cubes of light speed at them. It's kind of breaking a few rules though. Gotta say though, one good thing, the fucking visuals, searching for the word, of the cruiser going through Snoke's ship at light speed is fucking awesome, man. It's like it goes completely silent and then you see it, because obviously you can't hear anything in space, but then you can hear the big bang. Artistic license again. So then that happens. Rey and Kylo are then separated. Kylo's a super bad guy, he's killed Snoke. Rose and Finn are back with the rebellion. The rebellion's completely fucked now. They're down on this little planet. They're hiding in a fucking cave. And the cave's got this massive fuck off steel door on the front of it. So they're trapped, basically. And the First Order, because the First Order are prepared for everything, they have, for some reason, made a big metal door battering ram cannon. Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. You know, I wonder what the conversation went like between the 2 First Order generals. You know, Trevor, while you're making Starkiller Base, can you please, just in case the rebellion ever gets stuck inside a mine with a metal door, can you make a, battering ram cannon? Yeah, that might work. We might need that at some point, you know what I mean? Just in case they ever get stuck in a mine with a big door. Makes no fucking sense. There's no reason they'd have that. It's just there for the fucking fun of it. It's as if everything's kind of, it doesn't really follow the universe. It's just been written in there for the story. This kind of weird story of the high-speed chase, and then they can see through light speed, because if they couldn't see through light speed, then the high-speed chase wouldn't work, and the battering ram cannon's there, because if it wasn't, then they wouldn't be able to get into the cave. Blah, 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 blah. So then the Resistance mounts an attack on the attacking First Order with the battering ram cannon, and I don't really understand the point of this next bit. Finn kind of goes down the projection from the battering ram cannon. He's going to sacrifice himself, you know. He's going to sacrifice himself and save the rebellion. This would have completely nullified the end of the film completely. So then Rose, the diversity hire, fucking cockblocks him and pushes him out of the way. So she basically enables the attack on the rebellion. And then they're like, oh, she's like basically killed herself, saving Finn. She's enabled the destruction of the rebellion, and she's like, oh, we must save what we love. Some fucking bullshit. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's completely crazy. You think, oh, right, this is where Finn dies and he saves the rebellion. No. She smashes her ship into him, cockblocks him. She's like, no, we're going to let the rebellion die, I love you. It's fucking stupid, man. It's fucking stupid. So the big iron door's fucking busted open due to the cockblock. Rose is fucked, Finn's fucked. And then, you know, we're thinking, fuck, it's the end of the rebellion. The women have destroyed the rebellion. But no. Then Luke appears. Dun dun dun. You can tell it's a projection straight away because he looks younger than he does. But he then walks out, and there's a cool little shot of him walking up to all the walkers. It looks pretty badass, man. And he's like, I must face Kylo, yeah. But then Kylo's like, he's like a frustrated teenager, Kylo. If you think of him like that, then it kind of makes sense. He's like, fire everything we have at him! And then he fires all the lasers of all the fucking walkers. Makes a massive, great big crater in the ground. And then Luke kind of walks out like, yeah, bitch, brush your shoulder off. How Kylo doesn't realise it's a projection, no one knows. You can tell, you know, he doesn't walk out of a big pit in the floor. Kind of obvious, bro. But then Kylo faces him, and then it kind of gets weird. It's like the slowest kind of dancey samurai fight. Luke doesn't make any contact with him, obviously, because it's a false projection of Luke. It doesn't make sense. It would have been so much better if Luke had actually come in with Rey. I mean, that's part of him being like a pussy. He stayed behind on the island. Rey went there and got trained for 3 hours and come back. It make no sense. Making no sense. So then Luke somehow false projects himself so that everyone can see. It's not just in the mind of Kylo, it's in the mind of everybody. Everyone can see him. And then Kylo kills the false project. He slices him and he says, oh no, if you strike me down, I'll be with you forever. Blah, blah, blah. Usual Star Wars shit. And then for some reason, he dies in real life. He dies sitting back on his rock. Luke Skywalker, you know, the fucking hero of Star Wars. Luke fucking Skywalker! He dies on a rock on an island. At least in The Force Awakens, when Han Solo got killed, you know, you had 10 minutes to work up to it. You knew it was coming. On this, it's just like, meh. Then he falls on his rock. Meh. I'm dead. There's no one to bury him now. He's just slopped on a rock, shitting himself. Like, really? And then Rey's like, oh, I felt peace. Oh, it was peaceful. No idea how he died or why. Super duper powerful Master Jedi Luke Skywalker died from force projecting someone. It make enough sense. No idea why he died from it. Crazy. And what are they going to do in the next film? They ain't got no Luke Skywalkers to tie back to the originals. They got no Leia. They're going to be on their own. And they simply can't do another fucking film about, oh, the enemy's got a big thing, we must destroy it. It's going to get a bit boring, bro. I mean, Poe Cameron's been fucking emasculated. Finn's been emasculated. There are literally no strong male characters in this now. What else was fucking annoying? Yeah, the way Luke, basically the story is that Luke felt darkness in Kylo, so he had to do something about it. He went to him while he was sleeping. He saw the darkness inside him, and then in a moment, in like an instinctual moment, he thought, oh, I could end it all now, and he went on his lightsaber, but just for a moment though. And then he was like, oh no, that's really bad. And then Kylo like woke up and was like, whoa, bitch, you're trying to kill me, son? The lightsaber's not so good, bro. And that's how Kylo turned bad, apparently. Well, Snoke was already inside Kylo. He was inside Kylo, doing some bad shit to his mind. Mate, Luke Skywalker would not for a second have thought it'd be okay to just kill someone. Someone that's not even gone to the dark side yet. He spent episodes 4, 5 and 6 trying to save his father, who had killed billions and billions of people. Why would he now kill someone that wasn't even in the dark side, that he was training, that was his friend, that was, what, his fucking best friend's son? Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And Mark Hamill has said that's stupid, and it is really stupid. It makes no sense. Oh, God. You can just feel that the writers don't have anything new. I mean, nothing's really explained, it's just all thrown together. The only reason it's successful is because it's Star Wars. But even now, the takings are down. They're down in The Force Awakens. The next one, without any big names or anything tying it back to the originals, is going to be really difficult to have a good story. I mean, there's no overarching epicness. I mean, in 4, 5 and 6, it was an epic 3-part story, and you kind of knew what was going on. In this one, what's the big story? It's the same again, isn't it? First Order, aka the Empire. The Rebellion, aka the Rebel Alliance. Luke Skywalker, aka Raya. Give me a break. Bit annoying. I ain't a massive Star Wars fan, like, but you can tell that they're just using a name to get bucks. I mean, how much longer can they keep up this anti-male sentiment? There's literally no males there now. Fuck it, I'm joining the First Order. I mean, come on, man, they can turn a fucking planet into a fucking laser cannon. Dude, it's my childhood dream, bro. Childhood dream, bro. Yeah, it's a fun film. You'll enjoy it. But damn, it pisses you off in certain parts, especially if you know the original Star Wars films. I just can't see what they're going to do in the next ones. It's just Disney raping the Star Wars franchise for as much money as possible. There's going to be Han Solo movies, there's going to be spin-offs from the director of this one now. I think there's a trilogy. Great! Fucking great! Yeah, it's a fucking disaster. Good fun, good visual effects, storylines wank, no overarching epicness, destroys all the old characters, it butchers and burns bridges all over the place. Fuck it. Watch it yourself, see what the crack is. Right, I'll apologise for the quality of this video, but I'm not going to edit this down or anything because I can't be arsed. Because it is Christmas Day! But yeah, I had to rant a little bit about Star Wars. Right, I'll review Bright as well tomorrow, I think. That could have been a really good film. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll speak to you later. And thanks for the 100 subscribers. I'll do a little video about that as well. Peace out! That's all from me, bitches. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe down below. And do me a favour and share this on your social media so other people can see it. Thanks a lot. Peace out.